Hey, party people. Sorry for the hold up, guys. It's so funny because I managed to go live 10:10 on the 10th. Ain't that something? I wasn't sure if I was going to get into the space. As you guys can see, I'm in my onesie. I'm nice and ready. We're going to close the list out. We're going to close the list out. I actually saw, I wasn't going to stop in to sort of read today, body stuff. That was the tech issue. God's tech was malfunctioning. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to sort of stop into the space for you guys, but we're here now. So we're gonna, hey Mina. Oh, Minya. Sherry L. Oh, wow, Minya. I guess so. I was literally just saying to close out the list. Okay, I guess so. Hey, Smoradina. Sherry L. Okay, the list is open until 10 per usual. I think we're at 9 now for capacity from what I see from the original list. I don't know if Mina's still up because Mina's, bless her, she's actually on a completely different time zone. So can we try and get a list together, please, guys, from the previous list that Mina did? I think Ruby was last on the list, and I think Ariana sort of popped in afterwards. And hey, Yao Ming. Yeah, so we've got. Dang. Hey, Mina. That's my girl. Mina's in the chat now, guys. So Mina's going to hook us up. You can join, guys. Dang. Do you know what, people? I actually really was not coming to sit in here, and the guys were like, okay, once you get in there, you can make the decision from there. Reason being, I'm sort of navigating, I guess, through a woman. Hey, love. Hey, Ash, Samantha. We've got some regulars in the house. That's why I sort of stopped into the space. I saw that BB stopped into the space as well, and I was like, oh God, I've got to catch up with him and see, I guess, what's going on in his world as well. I don't know if he's in the chat. But yeah, I figured now that I'm here, why not? That was the thing. I really wanted to be able to stop into this space for you guys because obviously this is our last read until I go away. Once I go, then I'm shutting down shop, I guess, for hey Pearl. Once I go, then that's it for a good couple of weeks. And then once I get back, I've got to optimize my human again to stabilizing to the timeline so that I can get back into the rhythm of consistency. So y'all are going to have to bear with me. Pisces sun out here. Okay. Luckily it's a cusp, so I've got some Aquarius energy. Dang, y'all. The list has grown. The list has grown. And it's definitely going to be an interesting night. Oh, thank you, Mina. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm checking out the list. Oh, we at 10 capacity there. Dang. Thank you, Mina. Who else did we have sort of waiting to be added to the list? We can add, let's see, Samantha's there as well. We'll add Pearl as the additional +1. We'll add Pearl as the additional. Yeah, I know. Oh, we already passed 10? Oh, dang. I'm in for a long night, y'all. Dang, okay. Sorry. I'm trying to math. Oh, we're at 12. Okay, we'll throw Pearl in. Yeah, we'll throw Pearl in as the lucky 13. We are sort of jam-packed tonight, aren't we? Don't worry, guys. I'm feeling generous tonight, even though I'm not like my absolute best. I am here, I guess, because the guide said to come into the space and decide from there. So I guess this was one of the inevitable timelines, and here we are. Okay, it's happening. It is happening. Right, guys. So who have we got first on the list? We have got Chaley. I don't know if Chaley's in the building just yet. We might have to come back to Chaley. I don't know what her situation is like. Queen Minion. No, I'm actually sort of navigating through Lady Cramps, to be fair. Yeah. That's why it was a bit of a challenge to sort of get in here. I thought, okay, let me sort of like have another shower, get ready for bed, see how I feel, because then at least I feel like I'm going straight to bed, I guess. So, yeah. Let's do this, guys. We've got Ash in the room. I think I saw Ash earlier. I know that Chaley's probably, I would have seen her in the chat if she was sort of like present already. So we'll come back around to Chaley. Yeah, Ash, throw your question out there. If Chaley's in the chat, I get that's my girl. We here. Okay? Here. Did they? Oh, they did. Look at that. That's what's up. Good for you. Oh, dude. Okay. It's definitely going to be an interesting chat tonight, guys. Right. So let's go and dive into it. Okay. Ash 13. I love the let me get the chat pinned actually, the list, so that I don't lose that. We want to make sure that that's always there. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Interesting night. It's gonna be an interesting night, y'all. Okay, Ash 13. What is Sean's Leo true feelings, thoughts, and intentions towards me? Oh, we're diving into his intentions, girl. We're diving into his intentions. Okay. Do you know what? It's so strange because, yeah, I guess we'll see what unfolds with that. I need to grab another deck for that one because it's, yeah. Let's start with his thoughts. Sean's thoughts towards my girl Ash. What do you guys see? How have you guys this week been, by the way? I've just kind of like dived straight into it. Do you know what? It's because I wasn't sure if I was going to come in and actually do readings. Okay, I had a whole speech prepped as to why it wasn't going to be possible. And the guys were telling me I'm being a bit of a drama queen, but decide once I get here. So I guess this was the inevitable timeline. Yeah, let's dive into it. How was your week there, guys? Let me know in the chat. It's been an interesting week this week so far. Interesting. Okay. Oh, you all territorial and ish. Is that it, Ash? You all territorial and ish. Yeah, a little bit. So says the cards. What did it trigger? Okay. What feelings did the experience trigger for you? What are Sean's feelings towards Ash? Okay, thank you. Interesting. Yeah. Did you know that you felt that way about him enough to be jealous? Was that like new insight for you? How was that? Is that why now you all up in his grill? You all up trying to think, okay, No, I get you. I get you. It's always interesting to see how feelings get stirred. That's interesting that the communication was stopped because his thoughts on the situation for you is that he's crossing the road of karma, I guess, with this escapism dynamic that you guys are navigating through. So that's where his thought process is at, really. He's like sort of realizing, I guess, if you will, that actions does have consequences, and he's learning exactly what that means for you in terms of your boundaries. In terms of his feelings on the situation, he's kind of at a place, I guess, where he's navigating through like some healing himself for the most part, but he's also sort of like, I guess he's disappointed because the chemistry was like, it was a good chemistry between you guys. It felt a little bit effortless. It was just that there were other aspects to the situation that made it uncomfortable to be in the space with each other. The girl was flirting hard, but he tried his best not to entertain it because I was right there. Good for him. He don't want that agony. That's some serious intention towards him. Okay. He was like, nah, I didn't know this trick. Okay. So let's see. What are his intentions towards beautiful Ash? What are his actual intentions? His feelings on the situation, sort of like revisiting that, sorry, because I didn't like really dive into those parts. His feelings on the situation is that, he's saddened that the chemistry can't necessarily develop into anything. And I guess it's not a yes, I guess. Those are some of the things that he's actually sort of going through his process of acceptance with. What are his intentions towards Ash? As clearly as you can, please. Okay. Okay. He's still open to some level of friendship, I guess, or communication. Obviously, you mentioned that he didn't want to be disrespectful because you were in the same vicinity as like the flirting was going down, and you were clearly sort of like being present for that class to see how well he was going to do, right? How was that for you as well, then, to see him kind of respect your boundary, even though there isn't like an official thing going on between you guys presently? How was that processing as well? Yeah. Yes, it was good chemistry. I can be myself around him and the conversation flows. It's not forced. Yeah, it seems like it was an effortless conversation situation. I'll say this, he's still open to some sort of like friendship dynamic. I think that's why he's trying his best to be respectful. I think he values you within his community, within his, he was respectful, but I felt insecure. Yeah, naturally that will get triggered. That will naturally get triggered because there's no security, is there? Because obviously you guys aren't necessarily there, so you can't actually say anything. So that will, yeah, that'll stir the pot. That type of dynamic will definitely stir the pot. Always interesting how God plays out these scenes. Yeah. But no, I'm sure like take what you can from that situation. You know what I mean? The insecurity wasn't even necessarily anything that was happening in the space because he valued you as a person and a presence, I guess, in his life enough not to be able to kind of like do something like that in your presence. At least at this stage, anyways, there's still a level of respect there. You should have seen how this girl was flirting hard. I bet she was. I bet she was. I am sure she was, in fact. Hey, Katie. Hey. So his intentions towards you, my love, is friendship at the minute. He at least wants you to be a part of his community. He likes to be able to sort of like engage with you and have communication and dialogue. How do you feel about that? That's my question to you. How does that make you feel? Because then we're going to go for some. Okay. So what's the advice for okay, let me shuffle the cards a bit. Okay. What is the advice? Okay. Self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. You're ready. You're ready to kind of like make the decision to engage at least in friendship at the minute. But a part of me wants to know if he is involved with someone else. Does that matter for you? Does that matter in terms of whether or not you'd be open to a friendship? Does that change the dynamic of whether or not you'd be open to a friendship? Because do you want more than friendship? Like, let's have that conversation and dialogue. Sorry, I'm like waiting. I'm waiting for her to sort of give us some feedback. Yes, because I do like him and I do want more than friendship in the future. Okay. Okay, that changes things a little bit. At the minute, he's at the place where he wants you to be a part of his life and his experience. So that's a plus. I don't know if you guys are all the way on the same page about more in the future. I don't know. I think he's not necessarily all the way clear on whether or not that's a possibility. So I think he's actually at the minute his intention is more in the friendship area because I think he feels like if anything he's been friend zoned for now. So that's kind of where he is, my love. You probably would have to clarify the layers of your feelings in that context then. But yeah. Yeah. I guess you're ready to kind of make a decision on the situation to navigate from where you guys are. Because technically speaking, he's not clear basically where he stands with you as it is, anyways. So he wouldn't have known that that's even an option at this point. Okay. But yeah, I hope that that was useful for you, my love. That part. Right. Okay. What have we got going next? Okay. Oh, we've got Samantha next. Hey, Sam. I'm glad it could give you some clarity. Yeah, I think your questioning was good as well because it gave like the context of the need to knows for now. Like with this information, you can, proceed accordingly forward type thing. So yeah, good questions. Because it was like a layered question. It was loaded. Okay, so Sam, girl, let's get your question, beautiful. Let me make some space because this is going to get. What's coming your way? Interesting. Thank you, beautiful Mina. Thanks, Sam. Okay, Sam wants to know what's coming her way. Interesting. Okay, Sam wants to know what's coming her way. You're navigating through a process of releasing karma, to be fair. So you're paying for some past poor decisions. So it's interesting. We've got layers. So let's unpack it. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Good question. Um, so what I'm seeing is that you're going to be navigating through, well, you are navigating because I can't even say you're going to be. This has been, I guess, a part of the story to date. So the stability dynamic has been sort of like navigating through the challenge, right? The challenge of hasty decisions, undelivered promises, just irresponsibility, I guess. And you're kind of navigating through the turning point of that situation at the minute. That's kind of where you are with the dynamics that you're navigating through right now. And it's interesting because it seems to be like a lot of contention and a lot of pressure. You have to be mindful not to make decisions basically and not like weigh up all the variables to the situation because you're in a very sensitive climate of your season at the minute. That's how they're putting it across to me. With the decisions that you're making now, it's very, very crucial because in this turning point that you're in. So the incoming for you is basically financial challenges. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to be honest, basically, because that's what they, as I was shuffling the cards, they were sort of like letting me know that this is also like a navigation subsequently through finance class as well, right? And the dynamics that you're kind of navigating through is I kind of want to say vultures, but it's kind of like that leeching sort of like energy. So it's almost like you're gonna find yourself, I guess, being scattered. I don't know. I don't want to project, and I hate to kind of like, put across, but this is how they're giving it to me, right? The dynamics of how the situation will show up for you. It will leave you feeling scattered. It will leave you feeling very defensive and on edge. So again, it's something that you have to be mindful of as you're navigating through situations because I feel like the pressure of all of these challenges and having to sort of like juggle and like manage stuff in finance class is going to be interesting for you. So it's all about prioritization to be able to kind of like bring balance to everything. And the it's not going to be comfortable. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's not necessarily going to be a comfortable ride, but it's definitely a pivoting. It's a pivoting, and it kind of needs to be this disorganized and chaotic, basically, to kind of like bring it all back into balance because you're moving into a different tide, I guess, financially speaking. So the pressure of the situation that you're navigating through right now is kind of like leading you to the next phase where you can regain a sense of like stability comfortably. So, and yeah. What do you guys advise for Sam then, as she's going to be sort of like navigating through some of the presence of this? Because it seems like it's going to be like completing the cycles of certain challenges that she's been sort of navigating. So, what do you guys advise? Okay, sorry, let me shuffle. My bad. Okay, okay. Be assertive. Know that you actually hold the keys to how you navigate these situations. The pressure is going to put you in a position to feel like your back is against the wall and feeling forced into making certain decisions, basically. That's the best way that I can put it, because that's how it feels. but don't, I guess, let the climate dictate your decision making. If anything, let it dictate your analytical methodology, because the two are two completely different things. I don't know how I'm going to get through it, guys. I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie to you. Father, wow. My body asked me before I came into this space. My body said, like, I don't think that I can do this tonight. And I said, you know what? We're going to go in and see what we feel like, per the guide's request. But I am going to try and get through as much as I can. Yeah, channeling actually takes a lot out of the body, and it's very, very like, it's even more exhausting when you're sort of like navigating it consciously and you're sort of like choosing and picking at like the thoughts of channel. And yeah, it's very exhausting. It's very exhausting, actually. My human was begging me. She was like, "Oh, please." I was like, "Yeah, but like we're doing good with consistency, Claire. Come on, girl." I gave her a little pep talk. I am. I'm gonna go as far as I can, I guess, with the situation. But she's letting me know she's not all the way together. She's not all the way together at the minute. But this is the thing. Like, life is still going to life. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing that I'm learning. But I'm gonna push until I am. I am. No, I am. I am. I am. Don't worry, y'all. I'm okay for a minute. I'm okay for a minute. Thank you guys for your concern, though. I really appreciate that. Dang, this is why y'all are my people. Snap. Oh, okay. Okay. And how is everyone? That's what I was saying. I was asking everyone how the week has been for them so far as well. The advice for you, Sam, sort of like finishing out the space for you. They're saying that you may need to sort of revisit and revise. So I guess this is revision season for you as well. Revise some of the options that you felt like it wasn't necessarily the right time. Like previously, you thought it wasn't necessarily the right time for certain financial moves and decisions. You may have to revisit some of those things, because things are going, like the pressure that you're navigating through, it's going to be sort of like a few months long journey. I want to say between 4 to 5 months. The turning point as far as the results and you seeing results is 7 months, but the turning point is around the fourth or fifth month. So, yeah. Yeah. But I guess they're sort of saying just meditate on the answers over the course of the next few months, and you'll be able to kind of like rectify some of the karmic decisions of the past. I think that that's the last reading, guys. I am, I'm struggling. Yeah, my human's struggling. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad I could get that out for you. This is very, very interesting. I've never been like, I guess, I know that it takes a lot, but because I talk to my guides like all the time, um, I don't really take heed of how much it actually takes out of the human. Because my body literally begged me not to, but I managed to get to it. Okay, we managed to do a quick half an hour. I'm sorry, guys. I guess we will have to reconvene once I am back, because I also have I have a heart murmur, which is how I pick up on the information that's out there in the ethereal realm. And my heart's like working overtime. So I'm going to check out of this space for now. Yeah, that's intense. I'm actually going to I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I can't even sort of close out the space because I'm getting lightheaded. But I will see you guys, I guess, once I am back. Love you guys. Thank you guys for stopping into this space. God bless. Mwah. Wow, this is intense.